We back up in this thing, man. Champions League match day 6. It was winner go home day. It was winner takes all day, the last day of the group stages. Group D, every match in Group D was a winner go home, man. Frankfurt beat Sporting to advance to the knockout stages. Tottenham beat Marseille to advance to the knockout stages. Now that we at the end of the group stage, the top group stage scores, we got a #1 spot, tied for #1 spot. We got Mbappe with 7, and we got the one and only Mohamed Salah also with 7 goals. And then we have a 3-way tie for the second spot. We have Robert Lewandowski with 5 goals. We have Erling Haaland with 5 goals. And then we got that man Taremi, all 3 with 5 goals. Those are the top 5 leading scorers of this group stage 2022 Champions League, man. Now let's get to the goal of the week nominees, man. First nominee, you already know we had that, man. Kylian Mbappe had the ball. The opponent was holding all up on him. He say, man, move! Made somebody slide, made him collide. Shot that hoe from outside the box, knocked it in. Next nominee, we had Joao Mario with an outside that beezy to take the #1 spot in the group to send Benfica to the top of the group ahead of Paris Saint-Germain. Every goal of the week nominee this week was outside the beezies, man. That man Choupo-Moting had the ball. He had it not only outside the box, but he had it outside that little circle that's above the box. He knocked that hoe to the top to earn him a spot on the nominee list. Then we had Jota from Celtic with a free kick outside the box against Real Madrid. He knocked that hoe in past Courtois. That's what make this real special. He lined it up. He hit him a little curveball squeeze right there in that left corner. Courtois got a piece of it, but it still went in too, man. Leave down in the comments what was y'all goal of the week nominee. You already know I announced mine at the end of the episode, baby, so stay tuned. Group A, Napoli finished at the top of the group to win the group. They in first #1 spot with 15 points. Liverpool is in second place also with 15 points. Napoli won the group off a goal differential. Ajax finished the group in third with 6 points, and the Rangers is in last place. Didn't win a single goddamn game with 0 points. First game we had was Liverpool versus Napoli, the rematch from the start of the Champions League when Napoli whooped them Liverpool boys up, smacked them around. Napoli was seeking to finish the group stages with a perfect record, but too bad, so sad it didn't goddamn happen. The Liverpool boys rose up to the occasion and got them out of there. Napoli had them a goal callback that was offside in the second half, and then Liverpool capitalized off that. Towards the 85th minute, Liverpool had them a corner. A header was blocked, and Mo Salah tapped that hoe in when it was right there on the line to foreseeably get the 3 points for Liverpool, and they wasn't done scoring because Darwin ended up scoring the exact same way Mo did. It was a blocked header, and Darwin hit it in off the deflection. But yeah, Liverpool get their revenge, and dos I said on Napoli ass after Napoli embarrassed them on national TV that first group stage game, man. It still sends shivers down my spine. Next game we had Rangers versus Ajax. Neither team could finish top 2 to make the round of 16, so it really wasn't an important game. Ajax opened the scoring within the first 5 minutes. Early, they had them a little teamwork, a little smooth. Tip over the keeper, goal. One of them goals. That hoe was pretty to look at. That man Berghuis, maybe that's how you say his name. I apologize, I don't know how to say bro name, but Berghuis, he ended up knocking that hoe in to make it 1-0 early. Kudus got the ball in the 29th inside the box. He measured, he set that hoe bottom of his feet. He measured, changed his little angle, changed the trajectory. Knocked that hoe to the back to make it 2-0. Dos I said before the half. It was the end of the game now, and Rangers actually ended up scoring. Rangers had them a penalty kick, and Tavernier ended up getting him a goal. And 2 minutes later, Francisco from Ajax said, yeah, we're not done scoring. He was running on a counterattack. He hit the brakes on him. He looked like a damn NFL wide receiver. You know, wide receivers be running. He like, hit the brake, hit a little comeback route. He did a comeback route. He did a counterattack. The dude was like on his side, and then he hit the brakes. The dude ran past him, and Francisco ended up knocking it in. That was a pretty ass goal, bro. Ajax over Rangers 3-1. Group B, we got Porto as the winner of the group, surprisingly, because they lost their first 2 games. And they ended up winning the group. They at the top with 12 points. Shout out to Porto. We got Club Brugge in a close second with 11, and then we got Bayer Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid in 3rd and 4th respectively, both with 5 points each. Porto and Atletico Madrid, man. Atletico needed to win this game to finish 3rd to make the Europa League, but that didn't happen. 5 minutes in the game, Taremi busted it open in their mouth. 24th minute, the ball was passed to the middle, and Eustaquio ended up beating the defender to the ball, and he Struck that hoe to the back net to make it 2-0 to make Atletico Madrid's chances to make the Europa League real dim and real slim. Atleti's only goal came at the very end of the game, like last play of the game on some stuff. They had them a corner and Porto had scored them an own goal off that corner. Atletico Madrid finishes 4th in the Champions League group stage for the first time in club history, man. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all goddamn self, bro. Bayer Leverkusen versus Club Brugge, one of the Champions League games of all time. The game ended 0-0 and Leverkusen grabbed that 3rd spot. Group C, we have Bayern Munich at the top by a large margin. Them boys is at the top of the group with 18 points. Then we have Inter Milan in 2nd with 10 points. And then in 3rd, we have the Europa Lona boys, man. In 3rd place with 7 points. Them boys ain't even make the knockout stages after all them signings they did, after all the shady business that they did with all the finances and stuff. All that to go to the Europa League, man. It's just tragic. Then we had Victoria Pleasing. They didn't win a single game, just like the Rangers. They sitting at the bottom with 0 points. In regards to the matches, everything was basically set in stone, as in like Bayern, no matter what happened, Bayern was gonna be number 1, Inter was gonna be number 2, Barca was gonna be number 3, and Victoria was gonna be number 4. So yeah, first game we had Bayern versus Inter. Bayern 2-0 with them boys. Pavard hit him a header off a corner, and Choupo-Moting had him a goal of the week nominee. He hit him outside the box, right outside the little circle that's on top of the box. He knocked him onto the back of the net to make it 2-0. Bayern over Inter Milan. Then we had Pleasing versus Barca. Barca had them a little anger management game. I guess an opportunity to take their anger out in stat pad against his Victoria club because they didn't make the damn knockout stages. Barcelona won the game 4-2. Alonso opened the scoring up 6 minutes. He just slid in, knocked the ball in. The ball was just sitting right there on the line. 44th minute, it was a little header pass to Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres ended up scoring that hole. Outside the half, Victoria Pleasing had them an opportunity to strike back. They had them a penalty, and Chori ended up scoring that hole to make it 2-1. 3 minutes later, Ferran Torres had got him another one. They passed it to the inside, and he knocked the pass and keeper to the back of that net to get him a brace. Speaking of braces, Chori say, man, I want me a brace. Somebody crossed it to him. Chori headed the hell to the back of the net to give that man from Victoria Pleasing a brace of his own. Last goal of the game in the 75th, Torre had received a cross, and he knocked it in off that left side to make the score 4-2 Barcelona way. Group D. Now this was the group of the hour. This was the group everybody was waiting to see. Everybody was waiting for the results to see, because like I said, each match was win or go home. Tottenham finishes the top of the group with 13 points, and then we have Eintracht Frankfurt. I don't even know if I said the E word right. Eintracht Frankfurt in 2nd place with 10 points. Sporting in 3rd place with 7 points, and Marseille in dead last with 6 points. Sporting versus Frankfurt. Sporting needed a draw to advance, and Frankfurt needed an actual dub to advance. Sporting was them boys who opened the scoring up to put that pressure on Frankfurt next, because they actually technically mean that they needed 2 goals to advance. They had did a cross, and somebody from Frankfurt tried to header the ball, and the header went straight to Arthur Gomez, and Arthur Gomez knocked it in to make it 1-0, and I bet you them boys was real confident too. Midway through the 2nd half, Sporting had got them a handball, man. They got them a handball. You hate to see them boys tie the ball game up like that. Frankfurt had the penalty, and Kamada ended up equalizing the game, making the game 1-1. Sporting is still advancing at this point because, like I say, all they need is a tie. Frankfurt has to score 1 more goal. 10 minutes later, them Frankfurt boys rose up to the occasion. It was a little beautiful pop-up pass to Colo. Colo received that ball, and he knocked it in from that right side to give Frankfurt the lead 2-1. And Sporting will never equalize the game again. Frankfurt just took Sporting. They took Sporting's soul. They took their hope to making the knockout stages and bumped them down to 3rd place. Frankfurt wins the game, and Frankfurt advances to the round of 16. Marseille versus Tottenham. Now this was heartbreaking right here, man. Marseille needed to win, and all Tottenham needed was a draw. Marseille opened up the scoring to put 1 tally on that board to put the pressure on them cock boys. At the end of the half, they had crossed it, and Bimbo rose up real high to header that hoe in. 10 minutes outside the half, Tottenham had them a set piece. It was crossed and long lay to score his first goal for the club, headed that hoe in to equalize the game, to put Tottenham in the spot to make the round of 16. Man, Marseille had 2 chances to take the lead of this game. One of the chances they shot had knocked off the crossbar. It's like, okay, that happens. But then in the 87th minute, somebody from Marseille hit one of the most beautiful crosses I have ever seen. That whole curve, they had the right curve, right trajectory, and everything. Dudo Marseille headed it, and it wasn't even on target. That hoe went straight out of bounds. I said, oh. And I ain't even got a dog in a fight, and that hurt my heart, bro. That was literally they chance right there, gifted on a platter to make the damn round of 16. But hey, I guess everybody not built like that. So at this point, all they have to do is tie the ball game up to make the Europa League. What's what you do? Settle for third place to make the Europa League, or go for the win, go for it all to make the knockout stages. They chose to go for it all, and I don't blame them. So they went super duper attacking the rest of the game, and Tottenham ended up getting the ball and going on a counter attack, easy, unexposed, uncovered, pass to the middle, and Hosberg knocked it to the back of the net to give Tottenham their victory, to give Tottenham the top of the stage, and to knock Marseille out of Europe completely, man. They finished the group stages in last place because of them. They ambitious to try to make the round of 16. I feel sorry for the Marseille boys. Prayers up to Marseille, man. It's just unfortunate. That's just the way the cookie crumble, man. That's the game. That's the game of football. Group E, we got Chelsea in the top spot with 13 points. Chelsea wins the group. In the second spot, also making the round of 16, we have AC Milan with 10 points. We have RB Salzburg in third with 6. And then we got Dinamo Zagreb in last place with 4 points. Chelsea versus Zagreb. Dinamo had to win this game to finish third in the group, but Chelsea didn't let them boys win. They say y'all already dubbed us first game of the Champions League and embarrassed us on national TV, so we gotta get our get back. And Dinamo said, F that get back. 7 minutes in the game, they crossed it to the inside, and then bro header past the hole to Petkovic, and Petkovic headed it to the back of the net to make it 1-0 early to give Chelsea PSD of the first matchup they had at the start of the Champions League. But this go round, Chelsea say we're a different team from that last time. 10 minutes later, Aubameyang had the ball. He hit him a little backheel pass to Raheem. Raheem got the ball, kind of glided to the side a little bit, and knocked that hole to the back of the net to equalize the game. Them boys was teed up. Shout out Raheem Sterling. Then in the 30th minute, Zakaria ended up striking one in to make the score 2-1 to score on his Chelsea debut. Shout out to that man. Chelsea beats Dinamo Zagreb 2-1. Dinamo finishes in 4th place. AC Milan and Salzburg. This was a win to go home game, man. Whoever won this game makes the round of 16 and finishes in 2nd place. AC Milan whooped they ass 4-0. Salzburg just didn't want it. 14 minutes game, them boys opened it up. They crossed it to the middle of the box, and Giroud headed that hoe in. He ain't even had to jump, bro. Just stood there. He was wide the hell open. Headed that hoe in to make it 1-0. Outside of halftime, somebody crossed that hoe to the middle, and they header past that hoe to Krunic, and Krunic headed that hoe into the net to make it 2-0. 57 minutes, Giroud had got him another goal to get him a brace. Giroud. At the end of the game, at added time, Junior Messias had got the ball off the counter attack, and he had curved one in to make the score 4-0 over Salzburg. AC Milan just wanted it better than Salzburg did to make the round of 16 for the first time in 9 years. Shout out to AC Milan. Group F, we have sitting at the top of the table, real pretty. The victors of the group, of course, we have Real Madrid sitting at the top with 13 points, and we have RB Leipzig with a close second with 12 points. Shakhtar Donetsk is in 3rd place with 6, and then we got Celtic in last place with 2 points, 2 draws. Real Madrid versus Celtic. This game started off a damn penalty fest. 6 minutes in, Celtic got them a handball after Valverde tried to do a jump monkey kick. That hoe hit one of the Celtic dude's hands, and Modric had knocked it to the back of the net. And then, of course, Rodrigo. That man Rodrigo done got a penalty like in his past 3 games he started. Like dead ass. Or maybe like his past 3 champions. Yeah, nah, his past 3 games in general, even La Liga, that man done got him a penalty. Rodrigo ended up getting him a penalty off another handball, and he knocked it in also. And then Celtic ended up getting him a penalty after Mendy had roughed out somebody inside the box. But this time, he going up against Courtois. You know what I'm saying? Courtois experience, he's seasoned. He's a veteran. He damn near. If they had a goalkeeper Lev Yashin award, he would have won the Lev Yashin award based off of last year's performance. Courtois had packed that man up. He guessed him right. Blocked it home. 54th minute, Carvajal had kept the ball alive, and then Asensio hit him a super finish to make the score 3-0. Vinicius Jr. had ended up hitting him a tap in after Valverde had crossed the ball to him. 10 minutes later, Valverde with a outside that Beezy. That must be his favorite spot to shoot. He got like 5 different outside that Beezy this season from that exact same spot. Shout out Valverde, man. I can't wait to see what he do for the World Cup. Then Celtic had them a free kick. They say, bro, we are go score this game. Jota had lined up. This is one of the goal of the week nominees. He had lined up. They was on like the left side, the left corner of the goal, like the wing. That was like on the left wing of the goal. He curved that hoe in to the left side of the goal. Courtois tried to say that hoe, he hit his hand and everything, but it still went in. Beautiful last shot by Jota to deny the clean sheet of Real Madrid. Real Madrid beat Celtic 5-1. Shakhtar versus Leipzig. This was a slaughter. Leipzig whooped them Shakhtar boys 4-0. Nkunku knocked it in first 10 minutes after a counter-attack. The ball was deflected. He had knocked it in. And then he scored. He did a celebration I've never seen before. After he scored, that man blew a damn balloon and he was like, I ain't gonna lie, that's a live ass celebration, but it's top 5 this season. Andre Silva squalls one in after the ball was popped in the air. Dude from Shakhtar got bullied, got his ball took, and they threw it to Sagoba. I don't know how to say bro name. Skaloba. Threw it to Zobo. Zobo knocked it in from the right side to give him 3. And for the last goal of the game, Bundar from Shakhtar ended up getting the own goal. The ball was gonna go in anyway. The ball like grazed off of his head, grazed off of his forehead, ended up going in. It was gonna go in regardless. But yeah, Leipzig whooped them boys 4-0 to make the round of 16. Shakhtar makes the Europa League. And every single Bundesliga team has advanced to the knockout stages. Shout out to the Bundesliga, which everybody calls quote-unquote the Farmers League. Group G, of course, we got Man City at the top spot with 14 to win the group. In second place, we got Borussia Dortmund with 9, also making around the 16. In third, we got the Europa League merchant Sevilla. We already know them boys are making the Europa League. That's probably what they want to do. They probably did it on purpose. Hell, they got 5 points, and then Copenhagen in last place with 3. Man City versus Sevilla. Man City took care of business, but Sevilla was the ones to put a point up on the board first. 31 minutes in the game, they had them a corner, and Rafa Mir had headed that hoe in to make it 1-0 Sevilla way. Rico Lewis had knocked him one in off the left side. Kevin De Bruyne got subbed on, and as soon as he got subbed on, he hit one of those long cross curve through balls to that man Alvarez. And Alvarez, of course, you have no choice but to knock that hoe in off of that beautiful ass pass by Kevin De Bruyne, the best midfielder in the game. Then Sevilla got his ball took by Alvarez. Alvarez passed to Mahrez, and Mahrez knocked it in to make the score 3-1. Man City over Sevilla. Copenhagen versus BVB. I think Copenhagen had to win this game to finish third, but you already know who had faith in Copenhagen winning because they have never scored yet. They ain't scored a single goal this Champions League campaign yet. They actually did indeed score this game, but we finna get to that. So BVB opened scoring up Eden Hazard, brother. The ball had popped up and he winded that hoe up like Luis. Knocked that hoe in. And then Copenhagen got their first goal of the season. Everybody clap it up for Copenhagen. Clap it up for Copenhagen for not finishing the Champions League without scoring a single goal. I wonder if that would have been the first time in history somebody finished the Champions League group stage without scoring a single goal. Right before the half ended, Harrison was the one who got that goal, only goal to the Champions League. The game ended tied 1-1 and Copenhagen finishes 4th in the group stage. They deserve to finish 4th. They only scored 1 goal the whole campaign. That's still bad. Congratulations for scoring that goal, but it's still bad. But yeah. Last group of the evening, we have Group H. We have Benfica at that #1 top spot. Not Paris Saint-Germain. We have Benfica as the victor of Group H, sitting at the top spot with 14 points. And then, of course, we got PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, at a close second place, also with 14 points. I heard they had to do like 7 different tie breaks to determine who won the league, and they had to base it off of away goals. Who scored the most away goals? Benfica did, so they finished top spot. Then we had Juventus and Haifa in 3rd and 4th place with 3 points. We ain't worried about them boys. First matchup, we got Juventus and PSG. Mbappe opened the game up, opened the scoring up with a goal of the week nominee. Bro was putting all up on Mbappe while he was trying to dribble. Then he glided to the side, made them boys collide, slid somebody on their ass, and outside that beach, that hoe was pretty to put PSG up in the game 1-0. 39th minute, Juventus struck back. Cuadrado had hit him a header pass to Bonucci. Bonucci struck it in to equalize the game. 69th minute, PSG was on a counterattack. Nuno Mendes got the ball on the left side of the goal and knocked it in to give PSG that dub and to not tie the ball game up, to try and hide in their hopes to win the damn group stage. They win the game over Juventus 2-1. Haifa versus Benfica. Benfica needed to score 6 goals to win this damn Champions League Group H, and that's exactly what they did. 20 minutes in, Benfica with a cross, header pass to Ramos. Ramos headed the hell to the back of the net to make it 1-0. Benfica had them a handball. Chair from Haifa knocked it to the back of the net to equalize the game. 59th minute, Benfica crossed that hoe to the middle. Musa headed that hoe in to take the lead again to make it 2-1. Benfica had them a free kick. Grimaldo outside that bees. Easy, he knocked that hoe in. Rafa Silva ended up hitting him a nice tap in. 88th minute, Henrique Araujo had tapped that hoe in. It was like the easiest tap in history. Haifa had given up at this point. It's towards the end of the game. They need one goal. I opened Twitter and I seen the UEFA account, Twitter account post. They was like, Benfica only needs one more goal to win Group H over PSG. And I was like, it would be funny if they scored that hoe too. There was no doubt in my mind. I was like, bro, the game is already over. It's like an added time whenever the game is over. I opened my app, and as soon as I opened my app, that hoe literally said goal. I was like, bro, you have to be kidding me. And I checked Twitter for the goal. João Mario. 2 minutes added time to win the group. Outside that beast. Oh my God. I'm going to just go ahead and announce it now. That is my goal of the week winner. That was a goal of the week nominee. But if y'all don't think that was a goal of the week winner, bro, it's something wrong with y'all. If you go win a group stage, that's the way you do it. You do it with a statement. You go out with a bang. He literally, somebody had to have yelled from the sideline like, hey, we need a goal to win the group stage. He say, I bet. He knocked that hoe to the back of the net to knock PSG down to second place. Boy, that hoe was pretty. João Mario, you got that dog in you, boy. Hey, Benfica wins the group stage. They win Group H. And they beat that Haifa club 6-1. And that completes the last group stage match day of the year. Champions League 2022 group stage comes to a close, comes to an end. The draw, the knockout stage draw is on Monday. Let me know if y'all want a little Twitch stream, watch along to do that. I know a lot of y'all be asking where the Twitch streams at. I'm definitely gonna start back Twitch streaming. I'm gonna get back in the groove. 18 more days to the World Cup. Y'all already know we all World Cupped out because we trying to go up this whole World Cup, man. It's the opportunity to take the channel to new levels, man. Hey, I'm out.